What's up, sinners, and welcome back to Wrath 15 Gaming. As you might notice, my voice has changed a bit, made it a little deeper for the whole demon persona of which I claim on here, as my primary sin being wrath. I am the king of sins. But since it is Spooktober, or spooky season, whatever you want to call it, I decided I'll tell you a little experience I had a few years back and how I kind of want to take this channel to following that experience by at some point actually going and exploring stuff that are similar to it. So back a few years ago, I went to my aunt and uncle's house with a gaming trailer, and everything was fine. Just got the game trailer back from getting its paint job, whatever, attached to it. And it was getting night. My aunt took her oldest child, and they went to the movie. Me and my uncle and my youngest cousin went out to eat. While we were eating, we got a phone call saying that the pound had been called on their dogs for harming goat, sheep, something like that. And all of us knowing the dogs have never done anything like this, and even the dude who came and picked them up knew one of them because my aunt and uncle got him from them, and he was living on a farm prior. We didn't know what was going on, so we booked it back to the house. And when we got to the house, some things looked like it had been moved. Some things had been tampered with. My aunt and uncle's bikes or motorcycles were moved from where they were supposed to be at. They wasn't parked in the right place, like somebody was trying to walk off with them but got busted. But we tried to, my cousin and my uncle tried to look around the property, see if we can find the culprit. And as we were looking, we went throughout the entire property, which this property used to be Civil War grounds. And there has been sightings of a spirit there, a soldier. And this soldier's never done anything wrong. I'm pretty sure if I took a metal detector out there, I probably would find Civil War medals or something buried in the ground. But as we were looking, we kept hearing noises like acorns being thrown at the back of the barn, and this was a pretty creepy barn. It was kind of old. Doors didn't really shut right anymore, and there was an old car behind it that didn't run, couldn't do anything. It was kind of a little bit creepy, as is, and it was night when this happened, so yeah. We were looking around the property, trying to find out, see if the culprit was still there, listening, see if we could hear people breathing or anything like that. And while we were doing this, we kept hearing noises coming from behind the home, so we thought, oh, they're mocking us, saying that we can't find them, and we went to looking around, couldn't see anything. My uncle went and got his gun, and we were searching around the property just in case. He needed gun protection for our safety, just in case of. And as we were looking around the property, we didn't find anybody. Well, we found something, but it wasn't somebody. Probably was somebody at one point. So, before I continue with the story, I'll go ahead and give you a little backstory about me. I've always believed in the paranormal. I believe ghosts do exist, and I do, especially after what the events that happened, I strongly do believe ghosts more than ever before. I like the idea of exploring abandoned places. I like the idea of exploring haunted places and catching ghosts on camera, which I would love to do with this channel. If I get the equipment, I will be doing that. You might get a face reveal at some point, but for that to happen, we gotta get at least 1,000 subscribers. But please sure to like and subscribe for the rest of this video. But as we look around, kept hearing these noises behind the barn. We checked both sides of the barn, didn't really see nothing. Then we went in between the barn and a little storage shed. There's a little storage shed right beside the barn, and in between the walkway where you can clearly see the car that was back there from it. So, at one point we wanted to know what was out there. We all had flashlights shining it around, and at the time I didn't know what we were looking at, or where we was at the time. I didn't know exactly where to be looking at. But then my uncle about fire was about to shoot something, and we didn't see because the flashlights were on. But when we turned the flashlights off, we all seen a figure. This figure, I was the only one who got a clear view of it. My uncle seen part of it. My cousin also seen a little bit of it. But I got a clear, exact how it looked. On the back of the car, it looked like a man sitting there on the roof of the car with his feet on the trunk, kind of just sitting there mocking us. That's what I saw. They seen the head, and I seen exactly how he was sitting. He was sitting on the top of the car, legs on the trunk, with his arms kind of going down going towards in between his legs, kind of a little bit hunched over, sitting there. And my uncle was about to shoot, but then he realized what it was, and had us turn the flashlights on and then off again until it finally disappeared. See, this gave me goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps right now talking about it. And I like that feeling. Not gonna lie, I like that feeling of goosebumps. But for that to have happened, actually seeing a shadow figure, as what these would be called, because you could not identify it as you can identify what it looked like, but you couldn't identify it as a person, or who it could have been. It was just a shadow of what it was at one point. But after it finally disappeared, me and my cousin went to go back in. Went to go into his room, and as we were walking in the house, we got to right at the front of the bathroom. Well, his and his sister's bathroom. Their bathroom, or what the room's set up is, there's the bathroom directly in the middle, and there's a little hallway that switches over to each of their rooms. And the bathroom's in the middle of it. So we went to, as soon as we got in the little tiny hallway right in front of the bathroom door, both mine and my cousin's flashlight completely went out on us and would not turn back on one bit until we went, because we were already startled enough, so we ran right back outside. And when we got outside, we would, cause we would mess with the flashlight, just trying to turn them back on and off, until we got outside. As soon as we got outside, the flashlight started working again. Like nothing was wrong with it. And we went back inside, everything was like fine, dandy. The rest of the time I was there, nothing else happened. Then I went home. And at the time, I started staying with some of my friends. And they kind of lived in an old house. I think it dated back to 1913 or something like that, when it was built. And this house, obviously, but it was technically an apartment, but by looking, you could tell it was one big house at one point that somebody remodeled it. Even the wiring in it was messed up and got on all of our nerves, because we didn't know which breaker had what on it. One breaker would turn off a bunch of stuff in the kitchen, but it also turn off outlets in other rooms, stuff like that. All of us was had bedrooms, living room. Oh. It's not like a bedroom, it was typically a bedroom. We were all sitting there. I was watching. It was Danganronpa at the time. My friends all have kids, and their kids were all in it with us. And their room right in it, really close by, and I can see how the house is set up. Like you walk in the front door, your kids all pass out another door, the other bedroom, and then you walk to the next room would be the kitchen, on the side of the bathroom. Well, mine's in the bathroom, so the house set up whoever redesigned it. But as we were walking from the corner of my eye, I seen something, another shadow. About the size of a child. About the size of one. That was house. And these children were about 3 and 4 at the time. And or 3 and 2 at the time, 1 and 2, I can't remember. But and as soon as I seen it go from one side of the room over to the other side. And when it got to the other side of the room, it just disappeared. And I didn't know where it walked over to Crip at the time. And as soon as I seen it, I immediately turned around and seen that all the kids were in here, and even told my friends what I could see. And I'm like, well, my experience at my uncle's was affecting me somehow. I was seeing, I could see shadows. I've never seen those, people apparition, or I apparently see shadows. I don't know the extent of how shadows work. Some things are done to the negative energy of the place. This is what I believe, just childhood shadows trapped by negative energy. Because after a few months later, one of my other friends, whose sister's family said that he's seen it right there. He's seen it sitting on the child, one of the kids' beds. He's seen the corner like sitting there on the bed, looked back and it's gone. And the creepy thing is that One of the kids kept saying something about their name. I think it was Johnny. What's the name? Saying he had a friend like that or something like that. And we thought it was an imaginary friend. And just blew it off. He also started getting a lot of red marks on him overnight. So just keep an eye on him to a different room. After we moved out of that house, our neighbors called, said that they got a letter mail for John Jenkins. We all freaked out. Let's see. And I couldn't find any more history than what I did in the house when it was built. I don't know who all lived there before what happened. I wish I did. Oh no. I was trying to confirm, but it was a safe approach to it. I don't know. But that's what I would like to hear this story. As it is something that actually happened here. It takes place without the same week. If y'all would like that see me, you can go to the features, type in the future, like, maybe a comment. That's truly cool to be what comment down below. That there, if you want to see me actually go through and do some ghosts myself. Technically, I already have a crew made up. One of my cousins and a friend. I plan on actually going ghost hunting at some point. I gotta get a gear where I'm gonna go. Our plan is to go to the Marshall House in Savannah, Georgia. Is anybody in the room? I'll give you more on that if I make a video on it. So until next time.